All right, calling this public hearing to order at 8:04 p.m. on 7/23, July 23rd, 2025. The meeting is being recorded for transcription purposes only, and the written minutes and attachments, if any, will serve as the official record of this meeting. Any personal conversation should be saved until after the meeting so that those attending virtually may be able to hear. Any board member who has a monetary interest or has conflict, including ex parte communication, should disclose now. And I will ask the secretary to call the roll.
Calabro,
Here.
Zalesnik,
Here.
Rollins,
Here.
Schaefer,
Here.
Rubel,
Here.
who has an excused absence. In the audience are trustee Engelmann, zoning inspector Peterlin, alternate Stanwyck, and trustee Sweattick is virtual.
All right. If you would read the public notice or the legal notice.
Subject of the first public hearing is as follows. An application for a variance AP0287 was submitted by Tim Engler Construction Contractor on behalf of Adam and Margot Riedy, property owners of 2357 Tamarind Trail, Hinkley, Ohio, permanent parcel number 01603C23058, requesting to construct an attached garage in a location that does not meet the minimum side yard setback requirement of 30 feet and rear yard setback requirement of 50 feet at said property. Inspection of this property will take place Saturday, July 19th, 2025 at approximately 10:45 a.m. Zoning reference chapter 6 district regulations subsection 6R1.4.e and area yard and height regulations of the Hinkley Township zoning regulations.
Okay, and has that notice been sent to the appropriate property owners?
Yes, it is.
Okay. The Hinkley Township Board of Zoning Appeals acts within the authority of Section 519 of the Ohio Revised Code and exercises its powers as provided under Chapter 7 and 13 of the Hinkley Township zoning regulations. All public hearings are open to the public. All persons wishing to testify must do so from the podium, must state their name and address, and must be sworn in. Evidence and testimony must be pertinent to this hearing, and it is at my discretion to limit any personal comments, personal attacks, opinions, or repetitious statements or testimony that was previously given. Disrupted persons will lose their right to remain at this hearing. This hearing is upon the application of Tim Engels on behalf of Adam and Margot Riedy, property owner of the property located at 2357 Tamarind Trail, Hinkley, Ohio, for 2 variances from the enforcement of certain Hinkley Township zoning resolutions, sections to property owned by the applicant. The applicant has submitted a packet which includes the original variance application, letters to the zoning board, and maps and sketches of the proposed addition, all related to the variance that is being requested. There are 2 variances that they are asking for, so we'll be discussing them simultaneously, and then we'll just vote on them consecutively too. Okay, notice of application was properly given in local newspapers, and an application has been available for public review and comment. And I will ask if there's been any correspondence received regarding this variance.
No.
Okay. I know for the record that non-written communications made by known or unknown persons not under oath at a properly noticed hearing is not accepted by this board as testimony. Each member of the Board of Appeals has been provided a copy of this application and a copy of each of the other documents submitted in support of the application. And at this point, if you can poll the board to see if they received the application and also made a site visit.
Calabro,
Yes, and yes on the 19th.
Zalesnik,
Yes, 22nd, yesterday.
Rollins,
Yes, the 22nd.
Schaefer,
Both yes, and on the 19th.
Rubel,
Yes, and yes, site visit on the 23rd.
All right, written communications from persons not present this evening may include communications that are not made by affidavit. Because these communications are made by persons not under oath, they are not accepted by this board. I also note that written communication may include some writing by affidavit by persons that are not present this evening and therefore cannot be subjected to cross-examination. Therefore, affidavits will not be given much weight. if any, in the decision of the board on this matter. There are two variances that are being requested on this property, and we'll be discussing them simultaneously, as I stated before. This board does have the power to grant the applicant's request for these variances, and again, those people that wish to speak must do so from the podium. And at this point, I would ask the applicant to step up. You can both come up, it's fine.
Sure.
Just,
Justin Engler with Tim Engler Construction, address 7154 Bonita Road.
Margot Riedy, 2357 Tamarind Trail.
all right, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth as you shall answer unto God.
Yes.
I do.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
So when we first built our home, we were extremely restricted with the placement of the property due to the government protected wetlands. We were in fact the third owners of this property because the previous two did not want to even deal with the wetlands. So our house is literally located the only place you can put a home, but we love Hinckley, we love the neighborhood, we love our neighbors, and we feel we've done the best with the property as you've seen. So at the time, we could not build a desired larger garage. We now have 3 cars. We'll have probably 4 next year with the anticipated another driver in the home. Our third car is currently parked on the driveway where it always has to be. Our HOA does have a rule even about cars parked on the driveway. So we're technically, I guess, breaking our HOA rules. There are security concerns. We always have to remember to lock the car due to valuables, and also the garage opener is in the car. Also wear and tear, not only for the car, which isn't as big as a concern, but our home. We've actually had to have siding replaced as that morning and partial afternoon sun reflects on the cars, and it has made our siding actually like wavy and distorted and warped. We believe this attached garage will add value to our home. It looks to be original. It will add curb appeal. All the materials will match and be the same: the stone, the shake, the siding, shingles, the garage door. We feel the design is beautiful and looks to be naturally built. The breezeway to the backyard will have the beautiful arch that mimics our front door. All the adjacent properties along with ours, I'm sure you saw when you did the site visit, already have established landscaping. So we have tall pines. Our neighbor behind us has tall spruce trees. The neighbor to the right of us has a lot of like wild area growth. So the new proposed structure would be actually well hidden. All of our neighbors have given us their blessing. And so thank you for your consideration.
So we were hired to do the design. We're a design build contractor. So when we started working with Adam and Margot, we quickly realized that the house was built within that 33.7 something from the already. So we knew pretty much right away that there's going to be a variance needed. But we did go through a good design process to make sure that we felt that this met the needs. We're actually mimicking, I believe, very closely to their existing 2-car garage. So 16-foot garage door. The breezeway is actually not only nice looking, but needed. There's the electric meter and a gas meter. It's also just design wise not possible to pull into the garage if it was right next to the house. So even if you could, you'd be trying to pull, right next to the side of their existing garage. So that kind of buffer zone, we've created that. And then with the 16-foot garage door plus the wing walls or the side walls, just under 3 feet. So we believe we've sized it to be what we would say would be the minimum 2-car garage. And then as we were designing it, we realized that to put the depth, pretty much no matter what, it was going to hit the rear setback as well, just because of the angled lot. So that's when we met with Suzanne and we submitted both variances. So we feel like the positioning of it is appropriate, and the size is about as small as we could go for a 2-car garage. And then that breezeway is, like I said, it's nice looking, but it's actually needed if you think about trying to pull a car in and out or even pulling up onto the property. It also kind of keeps intact the existing concrete driveway. We're actually having to remove a little bit, but the positioning of it works well with the driveway. And we tried to make it obviously mimic the house that's already there.
So just for the record, you're asking for 2 variances, and they are?
22-foot side and about 5, maybe a little less rear setback.
Right. 4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody?
Well, I remember when this subdivision was being discussed with the township and there's all kinds of lots with wetland properties back in there. And I remember seeing this one over here and was kind of wondering how the heck they're even going to get a house on it. And it was kind of a discussion, they should just split it down the middle and give it to the neighbors. So I'm not surprised that they're in here asking for this. Because I'm really kind of surprised they put as nice a home as you have in the space they have. And I would, in my opinion, I would say this is almost a classical hardship case. You know, you could say, well, no, it isn't because they can still park the cars outside. But, you know, that's all I have to say.
What is the ruling that the HOA has for vehicles parked outside and also, because I think, was there a variance obtained to build the house from the HOA?
No, there was no variance required.
The garage facing.
Oh, yes. So I'm sorry. So the way our garage faces, we did have to get a variance for that. It should be facing the other way.
Right, should be on the other
But
side,
we couldn't put a driveway in wetlands.
right? Okay,
And the HOA has given us approval for this as well.
Okay.
They said they're siding with whatever you all decide.
Can I ask, the pond out front is very beautiful, by the
you.
way, but when did that go in?
Last year.
Okay, and I guess my question is, that kind of took away your ability to be able to add on to the
We couldn't
garage
move
and-
the pond is not the same as a structure for the wetland requirements. So the house could not be moved forward.
Oh, it could not
No.
be, okay,
Yeah.
so you.
Because we
couldn't
wouldn't have
built on the
chosen to
front?
put it in like the back corner of our lot.
Okay,
That the house is placed, that was the only place we could. put
okay, so
the
it's
house.
as far forward as it could be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
okay, anyone else?
Can I just ask, the breezeway, so I know you had alluded to, I believe it's 4 foot 6 inches. Is there any way that if this was eliminated there, so there wouldn't be sufficient side, I'm gonna say setback from this wall with the way this garage would be set up?
Yeah, we looked at that. I think the 4'6", we gave them an option to do stone on the inside and we want to keep the archway at a 3 foot minimum just for a walk path. So
Okay.
construction wise, I mean, the door would be 3 feet. I guess if we didn't do the archway or stone or anything, you might do a 3 foot sidewalk. So that would maybe save a foot, foot and a half. But I think to do the 3 foot opening with a little bit of room and the power meter and stuff is in there. So I mean, we could explore maybe 6 inches or 12 inches or something, shrinking that hallway, but I also don't think, it's not like an interior hallway, it is an exterior space, so I think we were more comfortable with, you know, a little bit more than 3 feet, 3 foot being the minimum. But we did kind of look at that when we drew the archway. I recommended, you know, a little bit more space once you walk into that.
Okay.
And
But-
sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry, no, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think the meter staying there was part of it. So I guess we probably want to measure, I don't know what the building department would say, but if you measured from like the face of the meter to the new garage wall that we've proposed,
Okay,
that would need to be probably at least a 3 foot from that.
okay,
That's a measurement. I don't know. Those meters are probably a foot. So,
okay.
But that would still be over a 20-foot side yard.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I mean,
if
you're
we looked
talking
at
a foot.
20'6" or 21 foot or something, it'd still be really close. Yeah.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, I'm sorry, but there's no reason per building code that breezeway has to be there, correct?
No, I think it's more of functionality of pulling a car in and out. Well, the gas meter and the electric meter, we need a minimum, I guess, of 2 or 3 feet.
Okay.
To just safety wise.
Okay, so that's what
Oh.
that is right
Yeah,
there.
that's the
right?
gas
Okay, I
meter,
just
yeah.
want to confirm.
Um,
Okay,
But also like if you're trying to get into that left bay of the garage, your rearview
Kinda
mirror
sure.
you'd be kind of hugging the
Okay.
house. So, I mean, I don't know what traffic or you know, I don't know what
Okay.
the minimum would be there, but
Okay,
when most builders, if you do that kind of L-shaped garage, there's usually a good 3-4 foot wall
Okay.
before the garage starts.
okay. Thank you. I appreciate
And you're referring to this little red box as far as the meters, is that what you're talking about?
There's actually the electric meter is the red box, and then at the very bottom of the page, there's a gas meter as
Oh,
well.
yeah, right. Mhm.
So we're dealing with both. The goal is to not relocate either.
Okay, so basically your hardship is, this is the only way you can do this on the lot that you have.
Correct.
And you also stated the two-car garage is, what is the size of the garage itself? 16 by,
The 16-foot garage door would
Yeah.
be the minimum for 2-car, and then
So
the wing walls, when
22?
you open a door, 2-3 feet on the interior is about the minimum you'd want to go just to even comfortably open the doors. I know some builders go a little bit closer than that, and that's when you have the car door hitting the drywall. So it's,
so either way, I mean, even if you short, you're doing 22-foot depth, right?
yeah,
So you still need a rear yard.
yeah, I penciled, or if you
There.
were to continue that angled setback line in the rear, I
Mhm.
think it would basically hit no matter what the width of the garage is. I think you would still need the rear.
Right,
I could look at, we put in kind of like small size cars, but any medium or large size SUV would need that depth. So, yeah, but I think the angled lot line would hit the back
okay.
pretty much no matter what.
Okay. Anybody else? Anyone in the audience? Any comments? Inspector Peter, anything? No? Okay. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
So let's do the Duncan factors. We'll do them for both the rear and,
Okay.
simultaneously, okay? Ready to go?
So the, which one? will be-
We'll do the, side. Let's do side as one and then the rear is two. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, will the property yield a reasonable return or can there be a beneficial use of the property without the variance?
Roll call
Yes.
for both? Is that how you?
Or how are we?
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
so,
side and,
okay, so the side is first.
Right.
And, okay,
and then the rear,
The second.
yes and yes.
yeah.
Okay,
Well, whatever you want to say, but yes, that's how we should
Okay.
answer.
Schaefer,
Yes on both.
Rollins.
Yes on both.
Selesnik,
Yes on both.
Calabro,
Yes and yes. Is the variance substantial?
Schaefer,
No on both.
Rollins,
No on both.
Selesnik,
Yes on one, no on two.
Yes and no.
Rubel.
yes and no.
Okay, will the essential character of the neighborhood be substantially altered or will adjoining properties suffer a substantial detriment if the variance is granted?
Rollins,
No on both.
Selesnik,
Oh. It's sort of a no and yes, no on both.
Calabro,
No and no.
Rubel,
I'm gonna say yes and no.
Schaefer,
No on both.
Will the variance adversely affect the delivery of governmental services?
Selesnik,
No and no.
Calabro,
No and no.
Rubel,
No and no.
Schaefer,
No on both.
Rollins,
No on both.
Did the property owner purchase the property with knowledge of the zoning restrictions?
Calabro,
Yes, I would say.
Rubel,
Yes.
Schaefer,
Yes.
Rollins,
Yes.
Selesnik.
Yes.
Okay, can the problem be solved by some manner other than granting of a variance?
Rubel,
No and no.
Schaefer,
No on both.
Rollins,
No on both.
Selesnik,
No on both.
Flabro,
No and no. Does the variance preserve the spirit and intent of the zoning requirement, and will substantial justice be done by granting the variance?
Schaefer,
Yes, on both.
Rollins,
Yes on both.
Selesnik,
No and yes.
Flabro,
Yes and yes.
Rubel,
Yes and yes.
Okay. All right, any person adversely affected by a decision of the Board of Zoning Appeals may appeal to the Court of Common Pleas of Medina County on the grounds that such decision was unreasonable or unlawful. And at this point, do I have a motion?
I make a motion to grant two variances to Tim Engert Construction, sorry about that. Contractor on behalf of Adam and Margot Riedy, property owners of 2357 Tamarind Trail, Hinkley, Ohio. Permanent parcel number 01603C 23058, who are requesting to construct an attached garage in a location that does not meet the minimum side yard setback requirement of 30 feet and rear yard setback requirement of 50 feet at said property. Variance number one, the proposed side yard setback is 8 feet. The variance requested is 22 feet. Variance number two, the proposed rear yard setback is 45 feet, 8 inches. The variance requested is 4 feet, 4 inches.
A second?
Second, on both.
Bill. All right, a yes, simple majority with a quorum present and in favor of the applicant, and no simple majority or a tie vote denies the applicant's request. So we'll vote on both. We'll do the side is the first answer and the rear yard is the second.
so do you want me to say, to go through everybody for variance number one, and then go through everybody
Sure,
for variance?
let's do
two?
that.
Is that okay?
And the first one is the side yard variance.
Second
Okay.
Variance. Flabro,
Yes.
Selesnik.
No.
Rollins.
Yes.
Schaefer.
Yes,
Rubel.
No.
Variance two, just the rear yard. Flabro,
Yes.
Selesnik.
Yes.
Rollins.
Yes.
Schaefer.
yes,
Rubel.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm sorry. What was the first one?
So the first one is 3-2.
So your variance, your side yard variance was granted, and also your rear yard variance was granted. Okay? And if you'll hold on. We'll get the one. Sorry, 3, 2,
3-2.
1. And the other was 5-0.
Mhm.
There you go.
Okay. So anyone adversely affected by this decision has 30 days from the date of which the minutes of this hearing are approved to file suit and or an appeal. Meeting minutes are typically approved at the next regular meeting. Upon approval of these hearing minutes, such minutes will be posted and available at the township website. And at this point, do I have a motion to adjourn this public hearing?
So move.
In a second,
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned at 8:30 PM on 7/23.